When you're burnt out or when you're tired of doing the same daily routine that you're doing, this is usually labeled burnt out. What does this actually mean? So, we're going to be diving into why you get burnt out, what it is to feel like you're burnt out, and how to overcome or stop yourself from burning out. So, have you ever felt extremely almost tired and bored of the routine you're doing? You feel really lethargic, and this feeling of feeling tired and run down almost makes you feel sad and not enjoying the everyday tasks that you usually do. Have you ever felt this? If so, most likely you may have been burnt out. And what does being burnt out means? This means that you've pushed yourself so much, your mind and your body, to achieve or just do your daily tasks to the point where you've hit a wall. Your mind has hit a wall, your body's hit a wall, and it just can't cope anymore without a break. It doesn't have to be a substantial break of, weeks, just a break of a couple of days here and there. This usually happens when people are very motivated and very driven to achieve a certain task, a goal, just achieve as much in life as they can throughout all the days they are given, but forget to give themselves time to lift their foot off the gas pedal. We're going to be talking about the accelerating pedal, the gas pedal, however you want to call it, as an analogy in this video to help understand what we mean by burning out. So when a car is obviously going and you put your foot down further and further down to the floor, you're going to be going faster and faster, right, until a certain point, depending on your car. This analogy helps describe what I mean because when you're on foot on the floor, you're full steam ahead. You're going at the max speed you can. So if you yourself have put your own, this is all an analogy. If you've metaphorically put your foot down and are fully down every day, as soon as you wake up, you're on go mode, go, 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 for days on end, for weeks on end, there's a point where you'll run out of fuel. So in our car example, it runs on fuel. Eventually, if you have your foot down the whole time, you'll eventually stop because you'll run out of that gas. And this gas is your energy in this analogy. So if you run out of energy, what are you going to be feeling? You're going to be feeling tired, run down. And these will lead to feeling sad, not enjoying everything you're doing anymore because you're so depleted of energy, depleted of this fuel that you haven't given yourself. People may argue, the fuel that you give yourself is food, it is sleep. But unfortunately, the brain requires rest days. It requires time to think. It requires time to have no thoughts. It requires time to just completely have no worries and no responsibilities in its mind, just to take that breather. Just as you go to the gym and you have those rest days for your body, your mind needs exactly the same thing, where it can't be full steam all on go all the time. And that's why we see people go to drugs, alcohol, to kill that buzz, to kill that ongoing mind that is non-stop 24/7. On these drugs, more specifically alcohol, helps kill or numb the pathways in your head, right? And so your brain isn't as smart. It's not as switched on. It becomes dumb. It becomes very slow. And that's what people sometimes turn to switch their brain off go mode and almost lifting their foot off the gas pedal. I myself have done that before. I think I'm still trying to learn how to take my foot off the gas pedal without use of substance, which is going very well. And by substance, I don't mean drugs, etc. Like a drink or getting extremely drunk is the only way to switch your brain off. Obviously, that's not a healthy route to take, but that's why you do see, or a lifestyle that has been almost widely accepted in the UK, especially, is drinking after work, right? A glass of wine, 2 glasses, a couple beers to numb your body. But unfortunately, this obviously isn't always healthy for you. As most things, you need to create that balance with those lifestyles. So every now and then is good. But personally, I don't think drinking 3, 4 cans of beer every night is a healthy option or a healthy alternative. So we've established what burning out means. And with this analogy, we're going to try and talk about how do we take our foot off the gas pedal? How do we slow down but still maintain momentum and that general positive happiness that we are trying to achieve throughout our life and feel that fulfillingness that we're trying to also achieve? This is all done through internally, right? There's no one that can really say, stop, right here, because you in your own mind be like, no, I want to carry on. I've nearly finished this, nearly finished that. So you have to be your own boss in this aspect, right? You need to learn to control your emotions, and also when you're on go mode, right? You can't allow yourself to be on go mode the full time. As discussed, it's not healthy and not possible long term. Until you hit this wall, you become burnt out, and that may even mean you're out of the game or of life for a week, 2 weeks, because you're so mentally exhausted. You can't feel or be bothered to do anything. You lack motivation from that. So every now and then, you'll know yourself when you've hit your limit. I can't tell you when your limit is. Everyone has different limits. You can build your limit up, you can tolerate more, but everyone has different limits. The most important thing is understanding where your limit is and learning how to take the foot off the gas pedal. This is done by understanding you're starting to feel run down. That's the first sign. You're starting to feel run down, lethargic. You don't really want to do as much. This means if you've just been doing the same task over and over again, it maybe become tedious and you want to take a break from it. Perfectly healthy, perfectly normal. It should be talked about more rather than, grind mode 24/7, 365. It's good to take, those little breaks here and there. And like I said, I'm not talking about weeks, I'm talking about days. Even during the day, an hour or two here and there, just to take a breather, just to understand, this foot needs to be varying. It can't be full down, but it can't also be full up. It needs to be varying and fluctuating. Because just like a car, we need time to recharge, refuel, however you want to phrase it. You won't see a car fully all the way down and never coming off. It always fluctuates, right? So we need that time to fluctuate and regain that energy, regain that motivation, regain that purpose that we strive to have in life. And that's done through just taking a break, stopping that daily routine, cutting bits out here or there, refreshing yourself. You get these getaways, these spa getaways, get away from just your everyday living situation, a night away somewhere, or even just a walk if you want to do a daily sort of recharge. Just walk around in nature and just recharging with the sun as well. All these different alternatives are healthy alternatives from avoiding yourself from being burnt out. Like I touched before, alcohol and other drugs itself aren't the healthiest way of doing it. It can be an alternative every now and then. However, I don't obviously recommend doing that at all. I think sticking with or trying to strive to achieve these healthy lifestyles, obviously, it is ideal for everyone. When you're able to control your burnout and prevent it from happening again, that's when you really feel on top of your game, and you'll never really feel that burnt out feeling anymore. And you'll always have that energy ready to go once you create that balance of, work, pleasure. Not to mention, having just a break allows you to gain that fresh mind again and come back and tackle these issues and these problems a lot faster and stronger, and therefore more efficiently. And it will actually help you just overcome a lot of these everyday issues that maybe you may be having. Such a simple solution, yet overlooked because of our society and our push to be, in grind mode 24/7, 365. So to finalize this topic, it's important to understand that it is okay to stop. It is okay to take a break here or there. You're not expected to be on go mode 24/7, 365. Yes, there will be times in life where you need to be, or you want to be, because you're feeling all that energy and motivation towards something. Go for it, chase it. But at the same time, realize you will hit a point, and there is a point, whether you like it or not, there's a point where you'll hit that you'll need a mental and physical break. So respect those breaks that your mind and body put on you, and you'll be fine. I'm going to leave you a quote by Lamott. Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you.